I haven't really filmed much today. I've been thinking about this day for years, maybe 8-9 years. Yeah, it just doesn't feel it doesn't feel particularly special. I'm just kind of getting up and leaving, but I don't think I'm really considering the consequences of I'm leaving home and I'm gonna live in a tent for 4 years. I've just got base worries about where I'm gonna sleep tonight, which I'm not sure of, and that my legs and bum hurt. Yeah, I just need to keep going forward and things will eventually sort themselves out. I've just arrived near the border. I've looked on the map and I only have 2 options for somewhere to hide and sleep. There's these woodlands here, but they're not so big. I think they're less than 1 kilometre each. And then there's the beach. So yeah, I'm gonna try and find somewhere and then I'll change my mind again, because I found some flat ground and it's sheltered by an alive tree, because I've heard some squeaking from possibly dead trees that have made me a bit paranoid of being crushed in the night. So I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I can't hear anyone else. I'm gonna wait about an hour until it's darker and then I'll pitch up. Yeah. I know you can't see anything now, but I've just set up the tent, and now I'm gonna go and turn in for the night and then get woken up by every noise I hear. It's in the morning. Good morning. It's about 6:30 in the morning. I didn't get a good night's sleep. If I'm generous, I got about 3 hours sleep because my camping mat deflated twice in the night and I had to pump it back up, which only lasted about, once I pumped it back up, it only lasted about 2 or 3 hours and then it was flat again. And the ground here was very cold. But I'm glad I got through the night, obviously. Yeah, I'm gonna pack up now and head out because I don't want to alarm any dog walkers. And then yeah, I'm gonna get off to Dunkirk and have a croissant in the morning. And we're packed up. And we're out, like no one was here. Arrived at Euston to get my connecting train, so I'm leaving in about half an hour and I should arrive in Edinburgh at about 6 o'clock. Disaster. I wasn't allowed on the train that I booked. I got told at the gate that I need a bike ticket, which I've never experienced in the UK. You always get on with your bike and it's free and there's no problem. But yeah, I got told I need a bike ticket, went to the ticket office, they said, "We can't help you, sorry." So I've just had to buy a new ticket. So that's another load of money down. Yeah. So I'm gonna get the train again, and it's far more expensive this time because I haven't booked in advance. But yeah, so I'm still going to Edinburgh. A lot poorer. Good afternoon and welcome to Scotland. This is the first protection I've had from the wind since I started. Today I'm heading to Carlisle to meet a guy called Dan to record a podcast.
Be so rich in your life. It's gonna be something that you're gonna look back on in 5 or 6 years time, and you're gonna smile about it. Have you thought about that process, even in 5 and 6 years time, what the feeling would be like?
I've also thought of the flip side of being that guy that cycled around the world, and how when I'm 50 that might kind of get annoying that maybe that's the only kind of thing I've done. But I'm planning to make it to the north side of the Lake District before sunset, so I can set up. I haven't got much time today to film, but what I've seen so far of Scotland has been beautiful. I had a few days off staying with my aunt and uncle, which was lovely. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep on cycling, and I'll film a bit more in the evening when I'm setting up the tent. Okay, wait. Good evening and welcome to the Lake District. I'm a bit tired, so I haven't properly made it into the mountains yet. You can see them over there. I have found a small kind of rock formation that's fairly sheltered from the elements, but it looks quite cool, so I think it may get busy. Not busy, but I think there might be people coming up here to jog and stuff in the morning. But yeah, there's kind of a big geological situation. I'm gonna walk up to these hills, scout around and see if there's any close farms, and then I'll probably set up camp. Yeah. It's beautiful here. I'm not properly in the Lake District yet. I'm just on the outskirts, but I'm very much looking forward to getting in there tomorrow. But the wind all day has been savage. Yeah. Okay. I'm rendered speechless over and over again. I was just listening to the Ascend podcast, if you're watching Dan, and they were talking about going to the Lake District and about how connected the community is here. Everyone's saying hello, they're asking about the bike, saying good luck. I've never experienced warmth like this, I think, anywhere. And that coupled with breathtaking beauty over and over again, and I'm only a third of the way into the park. Yeah, I don't quite know what to say. It's just gorgeous. tiny holes everywhere, at least 20 or 30. They're so tiny that you can't hear them when you put your ear to them, so I can't precisely put patches on them. I don't know how this has happened. Maybe it was being damaged when it was rolled up, but I need something new to sleep on because this won't work. That sleeping mat I saw at Alpkit was 50 quid, and I'd rather not spend that. The only thing I can think to do is to, like, I've got a couple of rolls of electrical tape, so I could maybe cover the whole mat in, not the whole mat, but the whole side of the mat in tape and see if it holds air for longer. But it's pretty much no use to me at the moment. I'm walking up a big hill so I can cycle down and find a camp spot, because I've seen a big patch of forest somewhere up ahead. It's incredibly difficult, and I've got a blister on my right foot, and every time I overwork my foot it starts bleeding. But I haven't got long to go until I get to the camp spot, so I can rest and have an early night with my new bed. Whew. I'm somewhere in the south of the Lake District, close to Ambleside. I've been looking for somewhere to camp, but it's super residential around here. But I decided to just hike up a hill. I'm 90% sure I'm still on private land, but I can't see anywhere else. Everywhere is fenced off. Oh, I can hear people. This is really, really stressful, far more than I thought it would be. I'm fine with the cycling and with the travelling and seeing new things, but all of the kind of logistics and the stress after stress after stress of it's mostly finding somewhere to sleep. I just don't like sleeping outside. I probably should have done a bigger kind of test run, because the longest I've been away on a bike trip was less than a week, and then there's been hostels and stuff when I was away, so it's something I'll have to get used to. Yeah, I don't know what more I can do apart from just keep doing it, and hopefully it gets easier. It should do. There's no reason why it shouldn't. I know that my fears are irrational mostly. Or yeah. I think realistically, worst case scenario is I get kicked off the land by a farmer and it's embarrassing, but yeah. Good morning. I've just climbed out the tent. I think it's about 6:30 in the morning, maybe 7, which sounds quite early, but I've started to follow the sleeping pattern of the sun, because when you get in the tent after it's dark there's nothing to do, so you just end up falling asleep. I had quite a good night's sleep last night with the new mat. I woke up once because I went to sleep without a jacket on because it got quite cold, but other than that I think I got a good 6.5 hours. You can see a view of the misty mountains over there. now that I'm not stressed about being caught camping, I can finally enjoy the beauty of where I am. There's moss and forest everywhere. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to use my stove to make some coffee because I can finally use my stove in the morning, as it's so loud that I can't use it in the evening. But yeah, I'm going to make some coffee. I've already eaten. I had a bag of cherry tomatoes from yesterday, and then I'm going to set off and head for the forest of Bowland. I don't know if that's how you say it. But yeah, one more night in the forest, and then I'll get to Liverpool and I'll finally have a shower and I'll stay in a hostel and treat myself. I was looking for somewhere to camp and I found this bit of forest, but it's a swamp, and I just stepped in loads of mud and these are my only pair of shoes. I can't even find somewhere to camp that my tent won't sink into. I need to have a look around, but I think if I go up high I should be. Oh yeah, it seems dry up here. I've got a long way to Liverpool tomorrow, and I'm gonna have to do it with wet feet and wet cycling shoes. I don't think they can drive at night. It should be okay as long as I'm. Yeah, it should be alright. It's freezing cold. There's a road just there behind those trees. So I've waited until just now to start setting up the tent so I'm not seen. It's freezing and I'm wet up to the knees. I think I might leave it to get still a bit darker. But yeah, I'm gonna wait about 10 minutes, set up the tent properly, and then I can take my wet shoes and trousers off. And then I've got to get back into them tomorrow morning.